Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Hill Heat, and I said it right, you motherfuckers.
THH Sports and Entertainment presents our review of the Netflix original film Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. It is me, your True Hill Feed Dom SP3, back once again with this time our first, I believe, the first movie review. Yes, Netflix original film Beverly Hills Cop 4, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. 40 years after the original film in 1984, Axel Foley is back. Everyone's favorite smart aleck comedian detective from Detroit is back in Beverly Hills, but this time it's personal, as he is back because his daughter has found herself in a great deal of trouble representing a person who is convicted of killing a cop who was undercover in a drug conspiracy. And now she's been threatened because she is representing them as their lawyer. And now we are here to talk about Beverly Hills. You see the magic of editing where you can see the door about to open and now she just appears. Harlem P is here. Tell hi everyone.
Hi,
Say,
hi everyone.
and tell them to like, share.
Subscribe. Jimmy.
Jimmy's not here. Jimmy didn't watch the movie.
What's that? Where's everyone?
Everyone is not here. It's just Dada.
Where's Dad and his friends?
Dada and his friends are gonna record in a bit over on the main channel, but we're doing Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. What did you think of the movie?
I ready to go.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you give it out of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What number?
8.
You give it an 8 out of 10. Wow. That's a big score for Harlem. All right. You want to tell everybody to you're dribbling on yourself. You want to tell everybody to like,
Share, subscribe.
and support Dada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a kissy. All right. And look at the magic of editing. She's gone again. She disappeared. Poof. And she's gone. But she gives it an 8 out of 10. We're gonna find out what I give it. This was a big kind of risk, in my opinion. You know, this is a franchise that is known for its range of quality. Everyone loves Beverly Hills Cop 1. It was very unique for Eddie Murphy in the action comedy role. He was a great, fantastic stand-up comedian back in the 80s, and then making the transition into an action comedy. It was a risk back then, and it paid off. It was a very successful film. Beverly Hills Cop 2 was also successful, and I thought that it kept a lot of the same vibes. And you could tell though with each passing Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy was having less and less fun. Like I think that everybody remembers the 1994 Beverly Hills Cop 3. So it's been 30 years since that film. Not a lot of people enjoyed that one because there was a lot of goofy, over the top comedy, but you could tell that Eddie Murphy was kind of checked out of that. But this one, he feels very much renewed, and he is the lifeblood of this film. When he's having fun, you're having fun watching, and it definitely pulls at those nostalgia strings a lot throughout this movie. And that's the main strength of it. When the jokes hit, they hit. The action is there. There's so many different like car chases, whether it be the snowplow to start off the movie in Detroit, whether it be the big truck with all the drugs in the back of the truck at the end of the film when he crashes into the house that the villain is at. As far as the villain, Kevin Bacon was sublime. Casting role right there. Kevin Bacon, you just see him and he just breathes and oozes villain. and he's just played a great foil to Eddie Murphy, another legacy actor that can play off of Eddie Murphy and become sinister and become that villain that he needs to play off of. And Eddie's kind of chemistry with everyone is what kind of stands out in the film when he has his interactions with, Billy Rosewood at the end of the film when he's in the car with him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, him and John Tagger always have had that combative type of like role. John was against him in the first film, then became friends with him, was kind of like, why are you here again, Axel, in part 2, and then part 3 he was just like, I'm gonna go home. And I love the fact that they got Paul Reiser back in this film, and this time he's the chief in Detroit, which is a great kind of change of things because he was he was Axel's partner in Detroit, and he was covering for Axel a lot in the different films. So I like the fact that he is now the chief. And the joke that got me the most is the fact that Eddie Murphy looks amazing for 60 years old. A man that's in his 60s. And Paul Reiser, has all the gray hair and stuff. Eddie's kept himself very well. He doesn't have all the grays. And his one part when he's at the airport getting dropped off to go to Beverly Hills, and he's like asking the person, this man is the same age as me. Tell him he looks terrible. Great stuff. Great stuff. Eddie's timing and the ability to his bit of walking into the room and being the loudest nigga in the room. It's so funny. And he's very much, you got the essence of the fish out of water concept that was the Beverly Hills Cop 1 movie, because Eddie is still trying to use things that work for him in the 80s and the 90s, and it's a totally different world. And there people, when he comes in and he's trying to be loud and distract people, they instantly know something is up, and they're questioning it a lot more than they would in the 80s and the 90s. So it's a very fun kind of juxtaposition here. I love the the older characters, the legacy characters coming back. Like I said, Detective Sergeant John Tagger being back. Billy Rosewood, I would have liked more of him. And my number one nitpick is the same nitpick that you've been seeing for many of the reviews of Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, is we needed more of the core trio together. Billy Rosewood, John Tagger, and Axel Foley together, they made magic. And that's what the essence and what everybody knows of the Beverly Hills Cop series. Not to say that Axel and Joyce Gordon-Levitt, who plays Bobby Abbott, Detective Abbott, he actually played very well off of Eddie Murphy. And I think Joyce Gordon-Levitt was the standout outside of Eddie Murphy as far as his acting, his ability to gel with Eddie Murphy, his ability to kind of seamlessly be into the action comedy feel of it. The helicopter scene is probably one of the standout scenes in the whole movie, crashing the helicopter into the golf course and stuff like that. And pulling up to the police station where John Tagger is like, really? A helicopter? It's just great stuff. It's great over the top nonsense and shenanigans that Beverly Hills Cop has always been known for. Another nitpick outside of the core trio not being together enough is I wish that they, not to say that Taylor Page, who plays Axel's daughter, Jane Saunders. See, it doesn't even sound right. Eddie talking about his daughter changing her name, and the distance relationship between father and daughter. It was kind of like a core element of the movie, but it really kept the energy down. And her character is too one note. I would have liked if, she showed a little bit more of that Axel flavor, late into the movie. She gets out of the handcuffs after they set it up early in the movie that he taught her that. But I wish that she would have had more of like the sarcasm and the ability to walk into the room and very, very be loud and be kind of a vibrant character. There is a point in the movie where they kind of sneak into a prestigious club because she says she's the secretary of the fire department, but that's just one scene. I wish we would have seen more of that, like her getting into the hotel and talking her way into the hotel and stuff like that. She played it very well as a detective, acting like her and Bobby Abbott were all good and fine, and Bobby is her ex in the movie. George Gordon-Levitt's character. I like Serge coming back. Serge is always one of the highlights of this film, and he definitely added a lot to this one with his scene where he helped Axel, Jane, and Bobby get into the house next door. They went to a house that was next door to the house where they were really trying to go, where the drugs were stored and where Kevin Bacon's character, Captain Grant, was making his whole plan and everything. So some really good moments. I thought the final action scene was really, really good. Everything that broke down with Axel getting shot, stuff like that. So I'm going to put spoilers in the review title. Don't worry, I'll put spoilers because I should have said that at the beginning. But fair enough. There's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun scenes. Like I said, the main nitpicks is that the core trio weren't together enough. We got the final scene with them together, but that was really the only point of the movie. Tagger and Rosewood had a nice scene together during the final action scene, but I would have liked more. I like all the cameos and the pop-ins, like Luis Guzman showing up as the father of the person that Jane was representing in the court. That was a nice little surprise, and his singing and stuff like that. He always plays these very kind of like over the top characters, and he fits in very well with the over the top nature of the action comedy series that is Beverly Hills Cop. And I got the most off of just the pure nostalgia, seeing the Detroit jacket, hearing just that theme song, man. It gets you right back into the vibes, right back into the feeling that is Beverly Hills Cop. The 80s soundtrack, a lot of times, you know, maybe it's overused a bit. I will say, like Heat Is On showing up again, that was fun, but you know, not always the best thing. The chase where Axel gets the meter maid's car, and he's getting pepper sprayed, and he's like still driving through Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. That is very fun. Like the chase scenes, the action scenes, along with the comedy, definitely carry this movie, and it carries a lot of nostalgia. And my overall thought is that this movie was way better than it had any right to be. After Coming to America 2, with Eddie's kind of lethargic performance there, I did not expect this one to be as good as it was. It was really the trailers that made me give this a chance, that made my missus actually sit down and watch this with me, and she enjoyed it as well. She gave the score of 6 out of 10. I think I'm going to go a little bit higher, and I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10. This is a really fun movie, and this one I would actually recommend for everyone to watch. Go out of your way to watch it. It is available on Netflix right now. Go over and check it out. And I think that, you know, if this is the setup for maybe a Beverly Hills Cop 5, I think with Joseph Gordon-Levitt there, if they give us more scenes with Tagger, Billy Rosewood, and Axel Foley, I think 5 could be even better. Like I've been hearing a lot about the success of Bad Boys 4. And I thought Bad Boys 3 was actually as good, if not better, than Bad Boys 1. And I heard Bad Boys 4 is really good as well. I think that they can really add a lot if they make this and add more characters to it. Maybe, I don't know if you should cast like a comedian, a young, you know, black comedian as the Jane character. I know there was kind of like talk in like the 2010s that they were going to do a movie with they were going to do a series of Beverly Hills Cop with Axel's son and stuff like that got scrapped. And I think there was actually scenes that you can go out and watch on like YouTube, Daily Motion, and stuff like that, but it never got picked up. But this is what I like. This is a really fun installment into the Beverly Hills Cop series. But I want to know what you guys think. If you watched the movie, let me know what you think. If you just saw the trailers and you're interested in watching, I'm giving this movie a big thumbs up. Out of 10, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. My MVP for the movie is Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy just having fun, having a good time, and playing the role, his iconic role of Axel Foley. That's what it's all about. I think that this is Eddie Murphy's, outside of the donkey in Shrek, this is his greatest role that he's ever played. And he just naturally comes into it, and he really redeems himself for Beverly Hills Cop 3. I love the shot that they took at Beverly Hills Cop 3. Oh, this is 94. Not your finest hour. Great stuff. Great stuff by them, putting in that shot at the worst installment of Beverly Hills Cop, Beverly Hills Cop series. So really good stuff. Love the additions of like Kevin Bacon as Captain Grant, as well as Joyce Gordon-Levitt as Bobby Abbott. Those were great additions to the cast. But Really good stuff. My LVP for the movie, unfortunately, Taylor Page as Jane. Not really her acting. Her acting was good, but just the character just being too one note, not having enough fun. Hopefully, if they want to put her back and continue this series, she can have a little bit more fun now that her and her relationship with Axel seems to be on the good side coming out of this movie. I hope we can see her have a little more fun in the next installment of Beverly Hills Cop if they continue it. That depends on all of you. If you go out and watch it, I would suggest you do. Stream it on Netflix right now, Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. So that is my ratings. That is how I see it. But let me know how you see it in the comments down below. If you're watching us on the premiere, you could do it in the live chat. Let us know what you thought about this film. But I want to thank you all for joining me for our first ever movie review here on the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment channel. But we're going to be doing more reviews of Netflix originals, but not films. The next Netflix original that we will be reviewing is Cobra Kai Season 6. Me and Josh will be reviewing the new season. We're going to give you also a kind of breakdown of the whole Cobra Kai first 5 seasons. We'll talk about it. We'll have a little roundtable discussion between me and my good brother. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for the Bear review for season 3. Once I'm done watching that, I know Chrissy Love is a little farther ahead than even me, but once I'm done watching that, I'll be with you and review that as well. So be on the lookout for all the entertainment content that we got here on True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment. Also, we'll have another review of Power of Book 2 Ghost Season 4, Episode 5. I know you've waited all week. You're like, where's Episode 5 review? Where's Episode 5 review? Since it is the mid-season finale and we got some time to absorb it, I've watched the episode twice. I'm going to watch it a third time before I review it with you guys, and I'll try to do it live. I'll find someone, whether it's Chrissy Love, Top Guy JJ, Sober Guy JJ, whoever it is, to join me and review that one. Be on the lookout for that as well. And that's why you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified, drop the like on this video, and let me know in the comments down below if you would like a ranking of all 4 Beverly Hills Cop movies. Let me know that in the comments down below. But until next time, it is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This has been our review of the Netflix original Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. I am signing off until next time. Later, y'all.